country lifted its lockdown, so bars and restaurants are back open again. So are shops. They've closed down in order to allow an opening here for Christmas. So people are very excited. But the vaccine that is going to be rolled out quite soon is the Pfizer vaccine. And we've talked a lot about how that has to be stored at these ultra cold temperatures, nearly minus 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And there are plenty of machines that can do that, plenty of big refrigerated trucks. But what about getting those trucks to some locations where they might not be as accessible, or where there are not that many trucks? And that's where things like this come in. And this is a vaccine cooler. And it is effectively the biggest, most expensive thermos you have ever seen in your life. And it works with no power, and you can either put regular ice or dry ice inside of it. And it's not enormous on the inside. Most of the container is it's double-walled aluminum with a vacuum inside, just like the thermos inside that you normally use for your coffee. And the vacuum provides so much of the insulation. But inside, it is big enough to hold 300 vials of vaccine, or about 1,500 doses. And what's significant is it can keep them at even those ultra cold temperatures without any power at all for a month. And the idea is, sure, you still use those big refrigerated a month. It was developed by a rocket scientist who studied at Caltech. And it is a very sophisticated piece of engineering, millions of dollars in the development, in R&D, and you can see even has some hooks here. And the point is, you're supposed to be able to throw these in the back of a pickup truck and go out into the remote sticks where they have basically no infrastructure. And if you have 1,500 doses in here, you could do a hospital, you could even do a small village, potentially several small villages with just one container, and all it takes is some ice, or the ultra cold vaccines, some dry ice, which is solid carbon dioxide. So we're going to see, I think, more and more uses of technology, mobile technology like this, as the vaccines roll out. I spoke earlier today with the inventor of the Pfizer vaccine. He's the inventor, he's the co-developer, he lives in Germany. And I asked him, what does this mean? Is this a turning point? And he said that in his estimation, this is the beginning of the end of the pandemic, that it's going to take months to get there, but that the beginning has to start at some stage, and that it is starting now. Let's hear a little bit about what he had to say.